No. No, RuPaul, these aren't real boobs. Leave me alone.
London, wake up.
Ruminations.
No, London, we're not doing ruminations anymore. We're doing something different, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Capitol Heels right here on Queer Space Magazine. My name's Arson Nikki.
I'm Lyndon Bradshaw. I'm a giraffe.
You sure look like one today.
Thank you, Arson.
I have a question for you, London.
I have an answer.
You are a drag queen, right?
I think so.
And you're familiar with all of the effort and expenses and all of that kind of stuff that goes into doing drag?
McDonald's is expensive.
Well, what if we had a platform and a show to showcase all of that hard work?
I don't know where we would do that, but we should find out.
I think we have it right here. This is Capitol Heels, and that's exactly what this is for.
Jokes
oh my gosh. We have so much cool stuff for you. We have an interview. We have an on-scene report. But before we get into that, we have some fun topics to talk about.
I'm ready for them.
London, I'm really curious. We had a break before filming this in between our last project with Queer Space Magazine. What were you doing in that time?
Masturbating.
Okay, and?
Rhinestoning.
And rhinestoning.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you rhinestone?
I am not known for my rhinestoning abilities. Rhinestoning is not something that I do very much. I don't think the payoff is quite equal to the effort, but that's just me. You might feel differently. What about you?
I rhinestone certain outfits. I don't actually like rhinestones, but I decided to try rhinestonings, and it's a hot mess. So we'll figure it out, and I will get back to you on that.
That is if you can find your rhinestones.
Oh, yeah, I lost them under a couch. So I need to go retrieve them.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, so other than that, what did you do? Anything exciting?
No, I was just hanging out at home and making stuff and prepping for all of this excitingness.
Yeah.
This is like a really fun project that I'm really excited to work with you on.
Too. I didn't get to eat today. I usually actually don't get to eat before drag. Eating is very important for everybody. If you don't know and you're unaware, if eating before drag causes problems, then maybe you shouldn't do it. I learned that very quickly, I guess. I usually eat on stage, but I don't eat before I do drag. That's random, I know.
She's hungry, apparently.
Any good food at any of these shows that are around the city or anything?
Well, we'll get into it later in our on-scene report, but I gotta tell you, the tater tots in West Seattle, they're fantastic. We'll tell you a little bit about that when we go into our Skylark segment, but whoo boy, you cannot beat the eats over in West Seattle.
Wow.
That really shook you to your core, didn't it?
I'm shook. Hashtag Judy Jetson. Any shows, anything exciting going on? Anything you want to tell me about?
Oh, well, I've got to tell you, we're at an exciting time here in Seattle specifically. We have so many shows that are coming up on their 1-year anniversary, which is so cool. Queen for Queen recently had their 1-year anniversary. We had Kitchen Sink. Coochie's Critter Barn is about to go into its 3-year. And we have Weird, which is London's show that's going into its 1 year. We have so many fantastic shows that are going into their 1-year anniversaries, which to me speaks to the health of the scene that we're creating here. So congratulations to everyone who is having a 1 year, because it is not easy to keep a show going like that. Take it from me, I know from experience. And one of those shows that is celebrating its 1 year this month, actually the previous month, was West End Girls, which is a show that we ended up going to. And London, you did an interview with one of their cast members.
I did. I actually am in the show, so I thought it'd be cool to do an interview with one of the cast members in the show, Fraya Love. She is a Hispanic talented drag queen here in the city of Seattle, and she's amazing. Let's go look at it.
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right, party people, I am on location with one of our first interviewees for Capitol Heels, Miss Fraya Love. We are at the Skylark at one of the drag shows here, which is all ages, called West End Girls. Fraya, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling fabulous. Thank you so much for asking.
You look fabulous. I wish I could paint like you. Fraya, how long have you been doing drag?
I've been doing drag for about 10 years, but let's be honest, I started putting on my sister's clothes when I was 5.
Who inspired you to do drag, or what inspired you to do drag?
Well, I mean, money inspires me to do drag a good majority of the time. I've been privileged enough to make drag my career. There was a good 3 years of my life where I literally just did drag, and it paid my bills for a good while. So yeah, and I mean, celebrities too. I mean, they're nice, they're fun, they're hot, right?
It has been, I guess so, yeah. I like hot celebrities. Hashtag, I don't know any hot celebrities. Fraya, it's been determined that you used to work at Julia's on Broadway, which is a female impersonation or an impersonation show. Who was your impersonator that you did?
Yeah, in fact, that was the show that I was talking about that I was so privileged to make my career. I was the Lady Gaga and Madonna impersonator, but that's not exactly that's where I stopped at the show. I do a lot more impersonations outside of the show, or I do a lot more impersonations now. I do Christina Aguilera, Dolly Parton, Barbara Streisand. The list kind of goes on and on. It doesn't stop. I don't really stop.
Barbara Streisand? Why Barbara Streisand?
Girl, she's fabulous. Have you not seen her? She is sickening. She's funny. Girl, she's hilarious. And she's got the most beautiful voice in the world.
If you had one person that you could impersonate for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Madonna.
Why?
Because she has years and years and years of tracks, and I look exactly like her.
What is your next goal for drag, or what are you doing right now with your drag? Can you talk about that?
Well, right now, we just hit our goal with Dungeons & Drag Queens Queens of Adventure. I'm not sure if I can say Dungeons & Drag Queens. Dungeons & Dragons Queens of Adventure. We hit our goal of $10,000, so we're going to start our podcast. We're going to start, recording our podcast this next month, and it'll be out in May.
Wow. Any other exciting adventures? Pride in Seattle's coming up. Are you doing any adventures for that?
Probably crying, because if you saw the videos from last year, that's not happening anymore.
Oh yeah, we saw that you were the Babadook for Pride last year with me, actually, on the Amazon flow. So last year we worked on the Amazon flow, and this year we're not. So I guess if you want to book us for Pride, Seattle, we're waiting for you.
Well, I'll definitely be at the Skylark for Pride night, Pride Saturday. Yeah.
Skylark is doing another West End Girls segment, Pride Saturday, June 24th. We will both be here for that. So if you want to see us during Pride, this is the place to be. Anything else? Any last words, Fraya Love?
Pride is my birthday weekend as well, June 24th. Hey, I'm turning dirty 30, y'all. And I'm single.
Back to you, Arson.
Wow, thank you for that, London. That was really insightful.
Wow, you're welcome, Arson. Yeah, Fraya and I had a great time painting together. I got to know her a lot about her life and whatnot, and she taught me a couple lessons about my eye makeup and my brows, which I'm going to work on.
I mean, I can tell.
Thanks. Anyways, I saw someone there that was kind of like you. If you had an alter ego, it would have been you.
Oh, I don't know what you could possibly be talking about, but we do have footage from an on-site interview with audience members that we'd love to show you. So
sure, Jan, let's take a look.
Let's get right into it.
What's up, everyone? I am an unidentified field reporter coming to you live all the way from West Seattle, where we are right here at the Skylark Cafe for West End Girls. This is a monthly drag show that takes place all the way out here in the middle of nowhere with a fantastic regular cast hosted by Cookie Couture. And let me tell you, this is a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it, you need to come out here. But it sells out every single time, so I hope you already have your tickets for the next one. We are right here to spill the tea and see the sights and tip the performers and quiz the audience members. So let's get right into it.
My name is One, O-N-E.
Oh my goodness. And are you excited to be here, or are you excited to be here?
I am so excited. I love West End. This is one of those you don't want to miss of the month. I love it. And it's also a great opportunity to come to West Seattle because, like, who knew there's so many daddies here? I didn't. And I came to West End. I'm getting laid.
That is the correct answer if you ask me. I have a question for you. What's been your favorite thing that you've seen so far?
Betty Wetter does not get enough credit for her lip syncing abilities. If you're not coming to West End for anything else, come for Betty Wetter doing some kick-ass Destiny's Child throwbacks. You have no idea. My 90s pennies were completely juiced. Come for that. For nothing else, for that. And the tater tots.
Honestly, I live for an acapella moment too. Yeah, right? How would you describe the show to someone who has never been to West End Girls?
I'd say it's all the weirdos coming to the suburbs to teach the housewives how to give head.
And then I think the most important question of all that I have for you is, out of the entire cast of this show, who would be the one to survive to the end of a horror movie, and why? Yeah, I know you know the answer to this one.
I feel like Old Witch is too spooky. She would be competition for the evil force. The hot ingenue would make it. Cookie Couture is dumb enough.
I think I agree with that one. Cookie, if you're watching, I think we both feel that way. I think that about wraps it up for what we want to talk to you about. But thank you so much for coming out to the show and saying hello to us. I completely agree with everything you had to say.
Yes, my pleasure. Bring your ones, bring your fives, bring your 20s. These bitches are broke.
Every time. Every time.
Okay, I'm Ethan, aka Sun Kitten.
Aaron, aka Mascara Raccoon.
I'm Amy, just Amy.
I was just going to say, like, we got to get the trifecta of sick names, and you completed it. Well done.
He goes by Gamey also.
I approve. And I hear a rumor that you have an unofficial group name. What might that be?
Well, it's the West End Boys.
And it looks like you have official shirts to complement that.
We're quite official.
I agree. All right, I have some very pressing questions to ask you. What's been your favorite thing that you've seen tonight?
Oh, Fraya Love. Oh, she had all the choreography, honey. She looked fabulous. Yeah.
London's dancing. Every month, London's dancing. The moves that she can do in drag, like, people can't do in sneakers, and she does them in heels and platforms. It's amazing.
I have to agree with Aaron. I think Fraya turned out something I haven't seen in a while from her, and I really fucking loved it. Forking loved it.
For anyone who hasn't come to the show before, how would you describe West End Girls?
Original.
Short, but short, sweet, and to the point. I'm here for it.
Honey, I would say it's worth coming off the hill for. Come cross the bridge. Completely worth it. It will knock your socks off. It's different every time. I love it.
These queens are so smart. Yeah. Like, they really put the artist in drag queen. It's like nothing else that you're going to see on the hill right now.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that assessment. And then what I think is the most important question, out of all of the cast members tonight, who would survive the longest in a horror movie?
Old Witch.
We're completely unanimous here. I think you've convinced me. I think I had another answer earlier, but I've come around. Well, that's about all we need to know, I think. Thank you so much for talking to us. It's been a real pleasure.
I don't know about you, Arson. That person doesn't have brows. So if you said you weren't there, then cool story, bro.
Well, London, I do have to tell you, your numbers were really incredible.
They're all right. Costume change here and there.
You give yourself a little bit more credit. You did 5 reveals in 2 minutes.
I mean, 2 minutes. I mean, I did that Judy Jetson number, by the way, at Rapture last year for your having me. So thank you for having me. I did it again. I'm glad you were there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was really excited to see
2 minutes is a lot of costume changes, though, I guess, if you have to say.
But speaking of 2 minutes, that's about all the time that we had. But we will be here again very soon. Thank you so much for watching Capitol Heels right here on Queer Space Magazine.
Please like, subscribe, share, and comment to this YouTube channel.
My name is Arson Nikki.
I'm London Bradshaw, and you can call me Jam.
And we will see you right back here very soon. Take care.
Bye.